Hello, and welcome to March for Humanity. I am Amma Merakis, and it is day 700 of Russia's aggressive war against its neighboring state of Ukraine. I was last with you 100 days ago, and sadly, this war continues. At this point, there are over 500,000 people dead. The statistics on the Russian soldiers are over 370,000 killed. And it must be about half of that or a third of that for the Ukrainians, because the Ukrainians don't treat their men like meat. They don't send them in to die. I believe Putin is causing war crimes against his own people, let alone bombing civilians in Ukraine. Every time they bomb, most of the targets or the debris fall on civilian structures. Also, the way they march into Ukraine, they destroy absolutely everything. There are hundreds of villages that don't exist anymore. It is also the 24th of January, which means the beginning of the 24th month of the war. 24 turns out to be a very strong number for Ukraine. There's an organization, United 24, where you can feel free to contribute. It's a very efficient organization, I believe, getting the money to the people. There are many other ways you can contribute. Just by paying attention helps. It is also the night before Volodymyr Zelenskyy's birthday, which is tomorrow. And think about it. He has made a video every single night of this war. That's 700 videos. I haven't made one in 100 days. It's an incredible commitment. When I was on my march and I made one every night, it was so important to me to succeed at that. And I can't imagine that pressure for now 700 days. So happy birthday, President Zelenskyy. I wish you strength and to keep doing what you've been doing, because you have gotten the attention of the world. And sadly, I find Western media terribly weak in their representation of what is happening. It's almost as if they don't care if Ukraine wins or not, which is insane. And the people in Europe, and especially the people nearby, the Polish people, the Baltic countries, people understand what this means. Not only that their neighbors are being killed and that this war is illegitimate, that there was absolutely no provocation or justification, but the fact that it is their borders if Ukraine loses. So I'm very, very dismayed, disappointed, frustrated by much of the media, the major newspapers and outlets, how they represent this, because titles, newspaper headlines, and just the slant of so many articles is like, oh, Ukraine hasn't won yet. They aren't. Yeah, right. You face Russia. You destroy 9,000 tanks, and I cannot tell you, but I can tell you who can tell you, because I am going to attach below a list of 8 YouTube links where you can get people who have real information, and they might have a bias pro-Ukrainian. Everything they say is justified by research they do, Telegram is a very large channel for direct military operations. These people are absolutely tremendous. I want to read some of the names. And what's amazing about them is they are from everywhere. Jake Bro is American, and he has quite a popular podcast. Juicy is Australian. Ukraine News TV. Jonathan M.S. Pierce is English. ATP Geopolitics. Ukraine Matters is Georgie, who is from a Baltic country, I think Latvia, and lives in Denmark. Artur Rail is from Estonia. The Russian dude is a Russian who studied and spent a great deal of time in America. Then there are two Ukrainians. Both of them have been sick and not reporting very continuously lately. One is Yevgeny from Ukraine, and one goes by Reporting from Ukraine. There's also UATV in English on YouTube. And then, as a general rule, I recommend searching for anything that Timothy Snyder, Professor Snyder from Yale, puts up on YouTube. He is an invaluable source of information about the history of this region and putting things in context and understanding the importance of what is happening right now. So hopefully I will be able to link in the comments below all these sites, and I encourage people to pay some attention. One more month and it will be 2 years of Ukrainians fighting for democracy, fighting for all of us. So I wish health and victory to Volodymyr Zelenskyy and all Ukrainians. Thank you for joining me. Be well.